Hi, welcome to Heal Yourself Therapies. This video is going out to anybody who has been in a fundamentalist religion, anybody who identifies themselves as Christian and who has followed the Bible a lot. Let me just give you a quick bit of background on what's happened with this channel. When I set this channel up, I set it up to help ex-Jehovah's Witnesses and Jehovah's Witnesses to get over the horrible, horrific conditioning that they have received. And the channel went really well. There's a very, very big market for that kind of, people who've been in cults and who've been trapped and then come out and want to try and live a normal life. The channel went really well. In fact, virtually straight away, YouTube started to monetize the account. Although, really, for the amount of views that I got, there was no money involved, really. It was pounds. However, what happens when an account is monetized is that it becomes part of the promotion that YouTube does. But then, because I started to add hate videos hating groups, not really, but that's what they said, they demonetized the channel. So what happened was, very quickly the channel stopped being promoted by YouTube, and so it has very few views now. I suppose only the people who've subscribed and the people who've subscribed and who've stayed with the channel still see the videos, but other than that, they never get promoted or anything like that. However, I do this because even if the message that comes from this channel can help one person, then that's one person helped. So that's why I do it. But I want to come back to that message to people who have studied the Bible a lot and maybe who've turned their back on the Bible, maybe have decided that religion is just a farce and that God doesn't exist. It really doesn't matter. It's just something I want to present to you, I want to offer you as a thought. You see, what's happening at the moment in this world, I see as a culmination of a lot of Bible prophecies. Now, I'm not a big fan of the Bible. I think the Bible has caused terrible, terrible hurt in this world. If you've read my book, and you've seen the videos, I make fun of the Bible because the Bible is not written by God. It's written by man, and it has inspiration from God in some things. And one of the inspirations is in the way that the end times is described, the times in which we're living now. And so I had to come full circle. I was a Jehovah's Witness and I came out of it, and I hated organized religion. I hated the Bible. I never hated God because I don't know why. I just had a sense that God really wasn't in the Jehovah's Witness organization. I didn't get a sense that he was there, or if he was there, he was in there no more than he's anywhere else. And so I left that religion and I searched for my own faith. I tried to find, I looked in other religions and just saw the same thing. Doesn't matter how funky and cool they were, I saw the same thing. This is this fundamentalist attitude of our way or the highway. Yeah. And so in the end, I created my own faith. I created a faith that was very personal to me, that is still very personal to me, and I love it, and it makes me very happy. And that's my suggestion to everybody is find your own faith, believe something that makes you happy. Because we don't know, do we? We don't know what the truth is. We're all just guessing and putting the pieces together. So don't choose a belief that's horrible. Because there's no point. Because you don't know. And because we don't know, why would we choose something that's horrible? Choose something that's nice. So, not to get distracted from the message. So what I'm saying is this, now that I've come full circle, and what I'm saying is that what Jehovah's Witnesses were teaching about the end of days, the end times, the last days, was pretty spot on. It was pretty spot on. Except for one massive flaw. And this is the massive flaw that has caused them the problem. The Jehovah's Witnesses believe that they have the monopoly on the end of the world. They believe that they have the monopoly on the last days. And they believe that when the Bible talks about God's chosen people, these special people, these people who give witness, these people who are going to be persecuted because of their beliefs, these people who need to witness, need to tell people even when the people don't listen. They believe that they are the only ones, and they tell everybody, oh yes, we've been preaching for years about the end of times, and we are the only ones. Wrong. Okay, now they're talking about the I'm not going to mention the word, for the virus, and they're saying they're not going to have it because why? Because it's got human bits and pieces in, fetal bits and pieces in, partial bits of blood, etc. Okay, and it's also genetically modifying our system, and so they're saying no, and rightly so. But they're not the only ones. There's a massive wave of people that are also saying no. A massive wave of people. And so I had a moment of inspiration. I had something that came to me, and I realized what was happening. You see, I do believe that we are in the last moments of this particular structure. That doesn't mean that the world's going to end. It doesn't mean that. It means that this current world is coming to an end. And what is the current world? The current world is the world that has been ruled by evil. And that evil, knowing that it only has a short time, is going wild. Is going absolutely wild. And they're the ones that are coming to an end. That particular paradigm, that particular agenda is coming to an end. It no longer will belong to them. Okay? And that is what is meant by the end of the world. That's what's meant. Are you aware that the amount of volcanic activity that's happening since we started lockdown, the amount of volcanic activity is incredible. But really, they're bits and pieces. We've always had volcanic activity and wars and reports of wars and all of that. But what I want to tell you is this. The witnesses, the Jehovah's Witnesses, just like any of these fundamental sects that say that they are God's chosen people, they've got it wrong. The people that the Bible is talking about are the people that have woken up to what is happening. The people that have woken up now, they are being classed at the moment. What are they being classed as? The people who are saying the emperor is naked. Right? What is happening? They are being persecuted. They are being ridiculed. They are being attacked. And in some instances, they're being killed. People who are speaking out are being killed. In many instances. This is because they are speaking out against the system. Okay? They are saying, this is wrong. There's something wrong with this. This is a lie. This is not true. This world is run by the devil. The witnesses aren't the only ones. And so, the ironic thing, and this is the ironic thing. You see, the witnesses, I believe, the Jehovah's Witnesses have got it wrong. In terms of the fact that they are coming from a place of, it's only us, and we are the only ones, and everybody else is going to die. Okay? And so, I don't know if they're on the right side. That's not my decision. That's God's decision. I don't know. I don't know if they're really awake. I think they're asleep. Right? If we want to put it in very simplistic terms, asleep, awake. Okay? That's the thing. Now, the problem is that the people who are asleep think that we are asleep. They think that we are delusional. And the people who are awake think that the people who are asleep are delusional. And so both sides are looking at either side and saying, these people are mad. Absolutely mad. Okay? So we've got this once more a dichotomy, once more two sides, once more a division. But the Bible does talk about that. And so, this is what I believe, and you believe what you want. I'm just offering something out there as something to think about. This is just my idea. I don't know. I really don't know. But I see that the people who are waking up to what is happening, the people who are speaking out, the people who are giving witness to what is happening, they are the ones who are getting persecuted, the ones who are being vilified, the ones who are being ridiculed and killed. They are the ones who the Bible talks about. The ones who are here and who must speak out. Okay? So it isn't the witnesses that had all the monopoly on that, but it's everybody who's waking up. Everybody who's waking up and speaking out. And remember, giving witness to seeing what's happening, witnessing what is happening here on earth. We are witnessing something incredible happening on earth. Absolutely incredible. There's one side that is trying to take the world with it. Down to hell, really. To a hell on earth. And we now are living a hell on earth. There is so much evil and so much corruption and so much distortion and so much manipulation. It's a hell on earth. And then we've got the people who are giving witness. Now in the millions, remember I talked about 50% of the USA now starting to go, that's not right. Okay, 20% in other countries. But they're the ones who are speaking out. There's a silent majority too, who are giving witness, who are witnessing the events and saying something is wrong with this picture. I'm not saying that we're the majority, but we're getting there. We're getting there, little by little. Remember, it's a one-way street. Once you wake up, you can't go back to sleep. And people are waking up in many different ways. And so that's kind of the message I want to give, is that don't worry. Lots of people who've been a Jehovah's Witness and then they see this happening think, oh my God, therefore the Jehovah's Witnesses were right. No. That logic doesn't work. That isn't the right logic. The Jehovah's Witnesses were right in the fact that they saw that this world was in the hands of the devil. But anybody could have seen that. That's what the Bible tells you. All they're doing is just saying what the Bible says. And hundreds of other religions say exactly the same. So the witnesses aren't right in that. They haven't got the monopoly on that. Right? They're seeing the signs exactly the same as everybody else. Okay? And many, many millions of people are giving witness. Just like the witnesses, Jehovah's Witnesses say, well, we're the only ones giving witness. No. Many, many millions of people are giving witness now to what's happening. And so all that's happened is that they've isolated themselves. They think that they're the only ones, when in fact, no. And the most ironic thing, and it makes me smile, and it makes me sort of almost want to suck on a lemon. I was thrown out of the Jehovah's Witnesses because I wasn't able to maintain their standards. I went with the devil. And now I realize that I'm in the group that they prophesied to be, they said that they were in. I'm in the group that they said they were in. I'm in that group. I'm giving witness to what's happening. And that's very, very refreshing to know that if you are awakened to what's happening. And it's no big deal, you know. We can't be proud. I'm proud that I'm awakened. That's not what I'm saying. When you waking up is horrific. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. It's depressing. It creates anxiety. It makes you feel sick. And the more you know, the sicker you become. Sick of this. But it's a difference between having control, being the victor, and not the victim. When you're asleep, you're a victim. You don't even know it's happening to you. When you're awake, you have the power of your own thought. They can do anything to you, but they can't do anything with your mind now. Too late. Too late. You're awake. And so being awake is no accolade. It's just a position you're in. And our job is to help, to give witness, and to help those who are asleep. That's all. That's our job. That's why we've chosen to be here. Remember, there was a clamour in the heavens of souls who wanted to be here right now. Why? Because they wanted to be here to give witness and to help. And that's all that we've got to do. We'll get through this. We'll get through this. We'll get to the other side. And remember, on the other side is the happy ending. There's a beautiful, happy ending that we all deserve and that we are all aching to get to. To live in peace, unity, oneness, acceptance. That's where we want to get to. Now, it's a bumpy ride. It's a bumpy ride. But our job is to help as many people as we can to join us in love. In love. Okay? So there you are. We are God's chosen people. So that's nice, isn't it? Okay, so let's go and give witness. Let's go and help others to wake up. See you later.